the weight's going to be on. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. A little bit about everything. I bought some chickens a couple of weeks ago and I put them inside because inside this building and in another spot, and it's because my two other coops are full, but I've got to move these chickens out of here because they're starting to stink up the place. So I'm going to build them a non-insulated run, just something for the summer, because some of my chickens are going to die off. They're already 2 years old, and once they stop laying, they don't last very long anyways. So I got to build a chicken run, and I have some scraps laying around that I think I'm going to use, okay? And if you look at my previous videos, like maybe 40 videos back or something, I have built some chicken coops, larger ones, 72 inches tall by 7 feet wide by 96 long. And I also built a narrower one, its little brother, 48, so it could fit between the humps in the truck, in the half ton. And I think you can fit 48 bang on. So you got to make it a little smaller, like 45, you know, so you can slide it in and out. But I want to make a chicken run, and basically we'll start. You need, okay, that's my run. This is the side view. I'm going to put a roof. Okay, so now they can roam wherever they want in there. Okay. Well, if I want to give them all that space to roam around, oh, I can't forget the sled, right? And you can make it bi-directional, right? So that way you can put from that side, or you can do it from that side. So far, I got two of the elements that I wanted in that design. Well, if this is tall enough, a chicken's what? 2 feet, they can roam around in 2 feet, no problem. Okay? But I can give them maybe 3 feet. 2.5 feet or 2 feet. We'll stick with 2 feet. Okay, let's say this is 2 feet off the ground. Well, now, if I put a box here or a door, I can get in there and I can clean it out. This is a summer thing. It's not winterized. My other coops were winterized. So now they got to get down into their roaming area. Well, let's give them a ramp. Should work. And if this was 100, you'd go 90, or 99, you'd go 99, or you go 33, 33, 33. You get your 99, right? Well, whatever it is, I'm going to split that in 3. And now I have purchased some chicken wire, and I do believe how tall it is, if it's 48, okay, well, from here to here, it's going to be 48. If it's 50, that's going to be 50. Now, so I've got a roof, I've got a place where they can hide, I can drag it around, I've put chicken wire around it so they can feel safe. Nothing can get in or out. Now, I need a door. I gotta get in there in case something happens. Right? So, I gotta put a door here. So basically, that's gonna be my design. Now, the width, I'm gonna make it 44 because I want, if I sell this, like used or whatever, it's got to go into a truck, right? So it's probably going to be 96 by 44-ish. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So I'm going to cut this off at 1 5/8. .45. I got one rubber gun. And just to make sure that I get the same length again, 102, right? So this one I said was 103, 101, 106, wowzers, 101. Now if you got a piece of lumber that's crooked, if you're going to cut it in lengths, that crookedness sort of disappears, right? So that's why the crooked one that I hit a few minutes ago is going to be probably rafters. That's at 1 5/8. There's actually a National Camera Day. That's what I just heard on the radio. It's National Camera Day. I don't know if they're talking about like the old Kodaks or something, or measure twice, cut once, huh? .42 7/8, right there. One more time. Now, the skid, what's going to happen is, I'm just going to saw this first here. So, I can't make these all the same width, like the cross members that tie in the skids or the runners. I can't make them the same thickness, because what happens is I'm going to be making a plow. This has got to be like 1 inch less, so that way it rides on the skids and doesn't create a plowing action, right? So next I'm going to thin these out, make sure they're all the same width. Symmetry, right? I'm going to go half of this. Should be the same. And go 48. And go 96. Okay, so that gives me enough wiggle room to poke a hole in there to put a rope. And got a box of 3.5s here, number 10s. I don't know, nails. I can see nails on a house when you're doing large quantities of something, but when you're doing small things and you want to replace things on it, it's way easier to unscrew something and not destroy everything trying to get a nail out, right? That's $100. And if I got nails for that value, probably be around 50 to 60 bucks. Used to buy 50 pounds of nails for 25 bucks. Those days are gone. $45 or $44, because I want to make sure I can get my screen. So my screen's 48. Okay. So if I give myself a little bit of slack here. There, something like that. 45 should do it. Since I have 48 in screen, if I go and give myself 1.5 inch overlap, and I go to 1.5 inch overlap here from 48, that leaves me 45, so these studs are going to be 45 inches long. Got 2 marks here, gotta make sure. Double check. Uh, some people would use nails, but on small things like this, when you start using nails, everything comes loose, it's not squared, nothing's pulled tight. It just doesn't create something nice. That's why I use screws, especially if I need measurements to be uniform all over the place. And what I mean by uniform is, if something's half an inch, or I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch, and the nail doesn't pull it, and you assemble it, when you start putting up the roof, you realize that one side's like it doesn't match anymore. You're off by an inch. Accumulated errors here and there. And try to get that on there. The top plate's warped. That's what's going on with that. Alright. Now I'm going to do the other one. That should hold up there. These are tight. Another board. topple them over for now. And for the other side, and that up there for now. Like this around. Let's try to straighten that out. Twisted it on the other end. So, let's straighten that out on this end. Okay. Well, there's a little change of plan. I've decided, since that's 32, 32, 32, which gives me 96, right? I decided to go more than that. This portion is going to be longer, increasing the living quarters from see, I've decided to increase the living quarters, but I'm not going to the ground like my previous chicken coops. That is a windbreak and stuff, but I decided to try something else. I tried to decide to increase the living quarters, and I still have the same run, because a chicken, that's wasted space. So if it's open, I can still see underneath what the chickens are doing. Plus they have a larger living quarter, which is really great for the winter time, because you get on their nerves in the winter time, right? So I'll show you what I mean. That's what I mean. I increased it by that much. Now, I don't have to support this end, because I'm going to have a piece of particle board or press board underneath and a piece of plywood on top, and that's sandwiched, so that's really going to be strong enough to carry its own weight. Okay, so the mass of the weight is going to be on this leg right here, and I'm going to fetch my tape. I did a living, well, it's going to be 47 once the walls are capped off, but that's 48. There's a side to this, right? Three-quarters on this side. 48 3/4, and double checking 49. 49. There we go. So as not to hit the cement floor, I'm going to minimize the depth of cut. There. Give me some power. Alright, now I have to mark these off. I think I'm 48 on the button. Nope. 46 3/4. 46 3/4. So I gotta rip this 46 3/4. Six and 3/4. 46 3/4. Okay. I ripped it on the 49 side. So now I'm going to get this in here diagonally so I can mark off. So now I can mark these off. Oh, underneath here I don't have to do it on the end. I almost made a boo-boo. On the end I don't have to mark them, right? Let's mark the other side. And I'm going to cut these squares out with the jigsaw. There's two sides to this stuff, right? The other side is, the other side of the sheets has like a glassy surface to it. Normally, if you're putting this stuff on a house, you're gonna put the rough side facing up and the glassy side, or the coated side, on the inside of the roof, so it doesn't rot inside out. Okay. And this square is 2 inches wide, so I can use it. I'm just going to give it a little bit more, just to make sure that I don't get 16 more. Hate to have to take it off again just to cut off a little bit of extra. But if it was finished work, you take the time. That's the only way you get a tight fit. But on this, a loose fit will be fine.